So please do watch it and enjoy learning physics.
A very good morning, students. So be happy to learn. Okay. So SI units. When we were learning SI unit, one of the property of SI units was that derived quantities can be easily obtained. What are derived quantities? Which belongs to or which can be derived from fundamental quantities. That is what is called as derived quantities are. In that, you learned as an example velocity. Velocity, that is the quantity. That's a derived quantity. You have a formula for that. Velocity is given by displacement, distance by time taken. So distance in fundamental, it's length, nothing but meter. So meter per second will give you velocity. The units deriving the units here was very much easier. If you know the formula, then you can very easily find out what is a unit is. Like that, in the tabular column, the various derived quantities are mentioned. So we'll move on to the next one. Acceleration. Acceleration is nothing but rate of change of velocity. So rate of change of rate itself says that it is going to be divided by time. So velocity by time. Velocity already you have derived what is a unit of it is. So again you divide it by time, you get meter per second square. The next one is angular velocity. Again it will be rate of change of angular displacement. So radian per second. Now coming on to density. Density. What's the formula for density, children? In your 9th standard or in your 8th standard, you would have studied this. Density is nothing but mass per volume. How mass? What is the unit of mass? Mass is kilogram. Then volume? Volume is meter cube. But it is divided. It is in the denominator. So you will write kilogram per meter cube. That is how you read. You should not read it as kilogram or kg m power minus 3. It should not be read like that. It should be read kilogram per meter cube. Everything. Whenever you have minus 1 or minus 2 or minus 3, it's per second square or per kilogram square. Only like that you read it out. The next one, linear momentum. So linear momentum in your 10th standard you have studied. It is mass into velocity. So mass is given to be kg. Then velocity we have already derived. It is meter per second. Like that only, very easily, what you can do, you can find out what is its unit. If you know the basic formula, then very easily you can find out its units. That is why SI units were used. The next one is force. What is the force? Newton's second law gave you an equation for force. Force is equal to mass into acceleration. So mass is kg, then acceleration you have already derived it to be meter per second square, or otherwise together it is called as 1 Newton. Newton is an SI unit. That only again you have studied in your 10th standard. Now coming to pressure. Pressure I think you have studied in your 9th standard. Pressure is nothing but force per area. So force is again Newton, then per area will give you meter per second, which is nothing but SI unit. Another SI unit for it is Pascal. That is why you write it as PA. Then energy. Energy is nothing but work. Actually energy and work has the same unit, which is force into distance. So it has a SI unit of joule. Then power. Power is rate of doing work. Always power is rate of doing work. So work you have already now, you have derived it to be joule. Then per second, which is otherwise called as watt. Watt is also only an SI unit of power. Or otherwise it is nothing but joule per second. Then all the other things that you have is impulse, surface tension, moment of force, electric charge, current density. Till here you have some formula and then you derive it. But very interesting things in here. Generally what you would have studied is that constants is only mere number. It is not so. few constants are there in physics which has some units. For example, there you have force constant. So Newton per meter. The next one is Planck's constant. So joule into second. Then Boltzmann constant, which is energy per temperature, which is joule per Kelvin. Like this, few constants also has some units in it. So study this well so that later we'll derive dimensional formulas. It will be easier for you. Okay, children? A very good morning, students.